Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to this basketball broadcast here on Nice 95.5. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's game here in Mora between the Mora Mustangs and the Mille Raiders. Mora comes into this game having already lost one on the season. That Tuesday matchup against the Pine City Dragons in Pine City was a tough one, but the Mora Mustangs battled hard all game long, never gave up, and showed a lot of heart, and they fell in that one 80-48. But in this game, they'll have a chance to erase that 0 on the win column and get their first victory of the season here against the Mille Raiders. This, of course, is the Mille Raiders' first game of the season. They have not played a game yet. They've waited all week to play these Mora Mustangs, and they will have a chance here tonight to get their first win of the season. But of course, the Mora Mustangs will be looking to defend their home court. In that game on Tuesday against Pine City Dragons, leading the way scoring for Mora was Jaden Robb with 12 points. Of course, she would wind up going out in that game midway through the second half. She was injured in that game. She went down pretty hard as she was going after the ball when Pine City had a fast break. She went after the ball hard, and she fell kind of hard on her knee, and it looks like tonight she has that right knee wrapped up, so it looks like she will be playing tonight. It was a bit of a concern as to whether she would play this week or not, because she went down pretty hard, as I mentioned, in that Tuesday game, but it looks like she's okay and ready to go tonight. That was not the first time she was taken out of that game, though. She was injured earlier in that game after going down kind of hard as well into the bleachers. She was going after a ball that was headed out of bounds. She wanted to keep play alive for her teammates and try and get something going on their side, just hustling hard out there, but she went hard into the bleachers and she had to come out for just a little bit, but she wound up getting her way back into that game and leading Mora with 12 points. Other than that, it was Milena Osmus with 11 points there for Mora, and Caitlin Yoder, she had 9 points on the evening for Mora as well. Amber Fix and Sophie Steffen had 4 each, and then it was Parker Ennis, Hannah Garavich, and Carla Quall with 2 points each. Again, the Mille Raiders have not played yet this year, so they don't have any stats, but they will look to get their first win of the year here this evening, and it should be a good one. Of course, Mille is the co-op of Onamia and Isle. They did that earlier this late summer. Near the end of the summer, they decided to become a co-op for all sports. They were already a co-op for wrestling and I believe cross country, maybe one other sport, but they decided again in late summer to become a co-op between the two teams to get a little bit better numbers, and they have had a good year so far from the fall sports. Their football team did very well, as did their volleyball team, making it deep into the playoffs. Their volleyball team was very good as well, but again, they are the Mille Raiders, the co-op of Onamia and Isle, and that's what they will be for all sports from here on out. It's sitting at about 34 degrees outside, unseasonably warm for this time of year. Usually we've got snow on the ground. Not only usually do we have snow on the ground, but we usually have a couple inches of snow. We're usually sitting in about the teens, maybe even low teens into the single digits at this time of night, but we're pretty lucky. Unseasonably warm, as I mentioned, and might want to get out and enjoy it here the next couple of days, because it looks like we're going to turn things back to normal for this time of year. Of course, the next 3 days are going to be around that 40 mark. Then Saturday and Sunday is when things really start to turn around as we get into the low 30s. And then Monday, well, there comes the freeze wave, if you will. It's going to be 14 for a high on Monday. So probably Monday morning you're going to have to get up and start your cars a little bit early just to make sure it starts warming up and it's not so cold once you get out there and have to sit in it. But beautiful inside here. Of course, I don't know the exact temperature, but if I had to guess, we're sitting at around 72 degrees inside this gymnasium, maybe a little bit warmer just because it is colder outside due to it being close to winter. These two teams are just about set for tip-off here in Mora. When we come back, we'll have have had your national anthem and your starting lineups, and we'll be ready for that tip-off here in Mora for this, your KBEK Girls Basketball Game of the Week.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. With expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas, when you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
It's the holiday season. That means sipping hot chocolate and spending time with family and friends. But it also means winter is here, and your furnace is working hard. With your comfort and safety as our top priority, Aquarius Home Services is offering a $55 furnace tune-up and safety inspection. At Aquarius, it's about keeping you cozy warm and worry-free for the holidays, and treating your home and time with respect. Schedule your furnace inspection today at AquariusHomeservices.com. Aquarius, earning the right to be recommended.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Chad Greenway talking Franzen Bank Mortgages. Now is a great time to buy or build your first home, your dream home, or that cabin you've always wanted. Or maybe refinance and lower your monthly payment. The local mortgage experts at Franzen Bank will find an option that best fits your situation. Buying, building, or refinancing. Find a Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getthere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Are you ready for winter? Call D&E Heating and Air Conditioning in Hinckley. D&E Heating and Cooling is a local Amana dealer with quality workmanship and superior service. Now scheduling into 2022, D&E is ready to assist you, keeping all your heating and air quality appliances working like they should this winter. Their technicians are dependable, knowledgeable, and will provide a professional work ethic. That's their promise to you. Make them your go-to guys for all your heating and air quality systems. Look them up, deheatingcooling.com.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Back here in Mora High School, just about set for tip-off here this evening between the Mille Lacs Raiders and the Mora Mustangs. Starting for the Mille Lacs Raiders will be number 3, Celia Merrill, then number 11, Ayana Mitchell, number 20, Gabby Perkio, number 24, Brooke Smith-Merrill, and number 54, Jaden Biros. For the Mora Mustangs, it'll be number 2, Katie Yoder, number 3, Parker Ennis, number 4, Sophie Steffen, number 12, Jaden Robb, and number 23, Hannah Gravich. Those are your starters here this evening for both of these teams. Mille Lacs Raiders in all white, red stripe down the side. Red numbers outlined in yellow. Mora wearing the all blue, white numbers outlined in black. And we are set, and there is tip-off won by the Mora Mustangs, and trying to score quickly there was Yoder off the pass from Ennis. Now Robb will take it inside the paint. It looks like she's going to be fouled and is going to go to the line and shoot two. She did that very well on Tuesday against Pine City. She was able to get to the line early and often, and that helped her team out in that game. As again, she got about 10 of her total 12 points in that first half, and about half of them came from the free throw line. Robb is no good on her first of two. The senior Robb getting set for her second. It is up and no good. Rebound taken in there by Perkiel, and now they'll give it off here to Mitchell. Mitchell up the court. Mitchell now on the other side to Smith Merrill for three off the backboard, no good. Rebounded though by Barros for the Mille Lacs Raiders, and Barros is going to throw it off of Robb, and it goes out of bounds. Barros, the junior for the Mille Lacs Raiders, she will switch with Ayana Mitchell, the senior, to inbound it. Mitchell looking, trying to find anyone. Instead, she'll get it to Barros. Barros working inside the paint, puts up a hook shot, no good. But she is going to be fouled and go to the line to shoot two. That foul is going to be on Parker Ennis, her first of the evening. 0-0, 7:31 to go. Jaden Barros at the line for Mille Lacs. Shot is up, off the backboard, no good. 0 for 1. Barros looking to capitalize off the second shot. Barros waits, throws it up, and it doesn't hit rim, but in fact it hits off of a Mora Mustang and goes out of bounds. So Hannah Gravich was there to try and get the rebound, but it rolls off her out of bounds, and Mille Lacs will keep it. It's Ayana Mitchell to inbound. She inbounds it to Barros. Barros across the way to Merrill. Merrill now back to Mitchell. Mitchell passes it over to Smith Merrill. Smith Merrill keeps it away from Robb, and now she'll pass it off here to Barros. Barros all the way back across the court to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to drive inside. Instead, she'll back it out to the top of the top of the key rather, and it gets poked out and away by Sophie Steffen. It's going to stay with the Raiders, but good job there by Steffen of Mora to poke that one away. Barros will inbound here for the Mille Lacs Raiders. Barros looking. She will get it inbounded here to Celia Merrill. Merrill will now give it to Barros. Barros backs up at the logo now, stops, passes it to the far side there to Smith Merrill. Smith Merrill trying to drive. She drives on the far side, but we're going to get a whistle. And I think whistle looks like it's going to be on the Raiders, so the ball will go over to the Mora Mustangs. Mustangs have it. With it now is Parker Ennis. Ennis will get it to Steffen, now to Robb. Robb standing at the top of the key. She's trying to drive. She goes through a double team, and they're going to get a whistle on the Raiders. So Mora will inbound here. That's the first for Barros on the night. Robb will inbound quickly, gets it there to Gravich for three, no good. Rebound by Yoder. Yoder to Ennis. Ennis back to Yoder on the near side for three, no good off the rim, and going after the rebound was Sophie Steffen, and it goes off her out of bounds, so Mille Lacs will get it back here. Set to inbound. Barros, she'll get it inbounded here. Tries to get it inbounded, but it is going to go off of Merrill, and Robb takes it back for Mora. No score, 16:20 to go. Robb gets it on the far side, now to Gravich. Gravich for three, it's good! Gravich will get the first points on the board here for the Mora Mustangs, and it's going to be stolen away by Robb off the inbound. She tries to go towards the net. She's going to be, they're not going to call it a foul. Instead, they will call that it will go out of bounds off of the Raiders, so the Mora Mustangs will keep hold of it. They lead 3-0, 16-15 to go. Rob will inbound, does it quickly to Gravich on the near side for three again. That one goes off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded here by the Mille Raiders to Smith Merrill. Smith Merrill off the court. She's guarded there by Ennis, and now in the paint, off the rim and in for Celia Merrill, and she gets her first points of the game. And Mille is on the board, 3-2. Now inside to Gravich. Gravich has that one blocked by Merrill. Celia Merrill right there to block it out of bounds, so Mora will keep hold of it as they lead 3-2. 15:50 to go in this first half. Rob inbounds to Gravich. No, it's stolen away by Smith Merrill. She'll take it, and now she'll just hand it to Ayana Mitchell. Mitchell up the court on the near side here. Gives it to Smith Merrill for a long three. It's not going to hit anything, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it will go back to the Mora Mustangs. I like that shot selection there from Smith Merrill. She had no one around her, and that's just a smart idea to take the shot when you're that wide open. I like it. Jaden Robb will take it up the court now for the Mustangs. She's on the far side, gets it into the far side corner, trying to get Yoder on the pass, but it's just behind her, and that'll be a turnover. And the ball will go back to the Mille Raiders on the far side. Inbounding it will be Jaden Biros, the junior. And she'll inbound it here to Smith Merrill. Merrill back to Biros. Biros give it off now to Smith Merrill. Merrill on the Mille side of the court. And we're going to get a jump ball, I believe. And it looks like the possession arrow is going to favor the Raiders. So they'll keep hold of it. Biros will get set to inbound once again. We're going to get a substitution here for the Mora Mustangs. Subbing in will be Shea Osmus in for Hannah Gravich. Osmus in for Gravich. Biros inbounds here to Smith Merrill, back to Biros. Biros coming near side, gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell, she'll drive back towards the top of the key, instead goes back to the near side corner, stops once again, puts it inside the paint, trying to get it to Celia Merrill. Merrill drives, turns around, puts it up, no good off the backboard. Rebound by Smith Merrill. She loses it for a moment. Nobody can grab it. It is a free-for-all down there, and we're going to get a whistle. This is going to be on the Mille Raiders, and Mora will get it on the foul. That is going to go on Gabby Perkio, her first of the game, and Mora has back possession. It's Stefan with it. Now to Rob, back to Stefan on the near side. Stefan back to Rob. Trying to get it in the paint. Instead, she'll get it to Ennis. Ennis passes it far side to Yoder off the front of the rim, no good. And tipped back out to her teammates by Osmus. Now to Rob. Rob tries to drive. It's to Yoder as it's tipped. Yoder drives, puts up a shot. It's no good off the front of the rim. Rebound there by Celia Merrill. Merrill will get it off to Biros. Biros driving up the court on the near side. She's going to take it all the way, puts up an awkward shot, no good. And we're going to get an offensive foul on the Raiders. Just a good spot to be there if you're Jaden Robb. She knows what she's doing, positioned herself well, and that's going to be a foul on Biros, her second of the game. 3-2 is the score, 14:21 to go in the first half. Mora has the lead. It's Ennis with the ball, gives it to Yoder. Yoder will give it back to Ennis, cross court to Rob. Rob's thinking about three. She's going to take the three. It's off the backboard, no good. And it's flung back out so a Mustang can get the rebound. It's Ennis. She tries to drive and says she'll pass it back out here. And now struggling for the ball is Mora. Stefan has it now, far side to Rob. Rob for three. It's good. Jaden Robb with her first points of the game. Makes it a 6-2 score in favor of the Mustangs, and the Mustangs will get it back off the steal. No good on the shot. Merrill with it, Celia Merrill. And now quickly up court. And we're going to get a whistle as there was a struggle for the ball. It was tipped back the other way by Ayana Mitchell, and then we got a whistle, and I think are they gonna get Mille again? Yes. This time it's going to be on Smith Merrill, her first. And the ball will go back to the Mora Mustangs as they lead 6-2, 13:34 to go in the first half. Inbounding it is Sophie Stefan. Mille looking to get a substitution. It's Brooklyn Erasm. She's going to check in for Gabby Perkio. Stefan will inbound here to Gravich. Or excuse me, that's Ennis. Ennis with it. Back to Stefan. Stefan on the far side. which would be the top of your screen. Gives it to Yoder. Yoder's going to dribble it on the boundary line, and it will go back to the Mille Lacs Raiders. I like the idea that she had there, trying to dribble it on the boundary line, but unfortunately just could not keep that ball in bounds, and we're going to get our first timeout of the game here. That timeout taken by Mille Lacs, and while they take a timeout, we'll take a quick timeout as well. You're listening to the KBEK Girls Basketball Game of the Week.
With high school sports season here again, Wellia Health wants to remind you that they want to help your athletes stay in the game. Sports medicine services are available at every Wellia Health campus. Whether it's the young athlete, the weekend warrior, or the accomplished athlete, injuries can happen. Get back in the game by calling the sports medicine experts at Wellia Health, 320-679-1313. Wellia Health. Live life well.
Mora High School, the site for tonight's game between the Mora Mustangs and the Mille Lacs Raiders, this girls basketball matchup. Been a good one so far. Only 8 points total in this game. Mora has 6 of them. Mille Lacs has the other 2. It's been a very good defensive battle so far. A couple of turnovers here by both squads, but both defenses right out of the get-go have been just after the opponent. And it's been a good one to watch. These defenses are stepping up and not allowing anything easy. And the Raiders will have it off the dribble out of bounds. Smith Merrill will inbound it here to Mitchell. Mitchell will get it to Biros. Biros on the near side, which is the bottom of your screen. Gets it back to Smith Merrill. Now to Celia Merrill. Merrill tries to spin around. She'll get it up. Nice move, but off the backboard. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in for 2. Makes it 6-4. Mustangs have it back. With it now is Ennis. Ennis has that one blocked, and it's going to go out of bounds. Biros blocked the pass from Ennis. Ennis got it back, but it went off of her hands out of bounds, so the Raiders going to get it back. They trail 6-4. Smith Merrill will get set to inbound here for the Raiders. We had to take a moment for Biros to tie her shoe. Smith Merrill will get it to Biros. Biros on the far side now, working it back up the court to the logo. She'll cross near side. Has it in the near side corner. She'll put up a shot. It's no good. And with the rebound is Parker Ennis. She'll take it up the court herself, trying to get it into the paint. She does to Yoder. No good on the pass. Celia Merrill with the rebound for the Mille Lacs Raiders. And I believe, yep, we're going to get a foul on the Mustangs, and that is going to be on Ennis, her second of the first half. Only the team's second. Mille Lacs has 5 team fouls here in the first half so far. Smith Merrill inbounds to Biros, back to Smith Merrill, now back to Biros on the far side. Still on their side of that court. Now back on offense. Pass to Celia Merrill in the paint, up and in for another 2 points. And they have tied things at 6 with 12:10 to go. Yoder with it, passes it in the paint there to Nicole Sundet, and going to get a jump ball call. Possession will stay with the Mora Mustangs. Jaden Robb will check back in. She's going to come in for Parker Ennis. Now checking in the game for the Mille Lacs Raiders is Caitlin Scheck in for Jaden Biros. Looks like they want Gabby Perkio to check in as well for Celia Merrill. Robb will get set to inbound. She does. She inbounds it to Yoder. Yoder on the far side, drifting into that far side corner. She'll give it off to Gravich. Gravich tries to get around the defender. Did she draw a foul? Looks like she did on Smith Merrill. Smith Merrill didn't agree with it so much, but yeah, she took it. I think she knew whether it would have been called or not. It was a good one. Jaden Robb will take it off the inbound, puts it up and in for 2. Jaden Robb makes it an 8-6 game. Mora leads. Trying to keep it alive. Smith Merrill gets it in. Nice job. Perkio has it and trying to get it to Anna Mitchell. Robb right there. She taps it out of bounds. Last touch by her, and the Raiders will hold on to it. We'll have Faith Larson check in now for Smith Merrill. Smith Merrill getting a well-deserved break. Also checking in is Parker Ennis for Nicole Sundette. Inbound here to Ayana Mitchell for the Raiders. Standing at that M logo, she'll drift back to the far side, and that ball is blocked. Caitlin Scheck tried to drive in the paint. Looks like it's going to be last touch by the Mora Mustangs, though, as it goes out of bounds. Ayana Mitchell will get set to inbound for the Raiders. 8-6, the Raiders trail. Mitchell looking for anyone to get it into. She does to Perkio. Perkio turns around, puts up a shot. It's no good, but she's going to be fouled and go to the line and shoot two. Just a smart play there by Perkio. Just turns around, puts up the shot. Knowing she had the height advantage there, that's going to be the first foul on Caitlin Yoder, the team's third. Perkio at the line to shoot two. We're going to get a whistle. I don't know what for, but Perkio's shot is up. Looks like it was only going to be one shot, and then they whistled it off. Not sure 100% what happened there. Either way, it's back to Mora's ball. 8-6 they lead. Jaden Robb with it now. Directing traffic, gets it over to Hannah Gravich. Gravich on the near side to the near side corner for Carla Quall. In the paint now to Shea Osmus. Osmus all the way across court to Caitlin Yoder for a long two. Off the rim, no good, and it's picked up by Osmus for the rebound. This one is going to be taken away off the shot, and it's down the court. That is Caitlin Scheck with it. No good. Rebounded by the Raiders and puts it no good as Brooklyn Orazum with the shot. No good, but a smart shot either way. It's going to be Mora's fourth team foul, and the first on Shea Osmus. 8-6, Mora leads, but Brooklyn Orazum at the line now to shoot two. First one is up, no good, a little bit long on that one. 11:03 to go, 8-6 the score in favor of Mora. Brooklyn Orazum, the freshman at the line now for Mille. She spins the ball, gets it back, and puts this one up. And, that one looked good, but it's off the side of the rim, but the Raiders will keep possession of it. Now it's Caitlin Scheck for three on the near side corner, no good. Jaden Robb has a lane. It's a breakaway. She puts this one up and in for two. Jaden Robb with a breakaway two. Makes it 10-6. Raiders have it back. Anna Mitchell with it. She stops trying to get it to her teammate Larson, but it's going to be stolen away after the pass is a little too far. Robb with it. She tries to pass it in the paint to Gravich, and it's going to be pushed out of bounds by a Raider. Well, the Mustangs will keep hold of possession. Robb will get set to inbound here for the Mustangs. 10-6 they lead, 10:35 to go. First half. Robb will inbound. She inbounds it here to Sophie Steffen. And, no one there for Steffen. Stealing it away are the Raiders, and going up the court, Ayana Mitchell to Brooklyn Orazum, puts it up, brings it around the rim, no good. It comes out, and the rebound there by Carla Quall for a moment. It's going to be a jump ball, and that possession arrow favors the Mora Mustangs. So Mustangs have it back. Jaden Robb gets the inbound pass, and she'll walk it up the court now, drifting to the near side. Gives it to Steffen now to Gravich. That is Quall. And for three is Robb contested. That's going to go on top of the backboard. And looks like we're going to get a foul here on the Raiders. This will be a one and one unless it was a shooting foul. And by the way, that's Brooklyn Orazum's first foul. And it looks like it is a shooting foul. So she'll shoot two. Will Carla Quall. No good on the first. Remains 10-6. Quall with the second of two. Gets this one in. Quall with her first point of the evening. Makes it 11-6. A 5-point deficit now for the Mille Lacs Raiders. They will get set to inbound. It's Jaden Biros. And she'll inbound to Anna Mitchell. Back to Biros, now quickly to Faith Larson. Right back to Ayana Mitchell. Mitchell taking it, trying to get it in the paint to Gabby Perkio, but it's going to be stolen away off the tip. Mora has it back. It's Sophie Steffen now on their side, and that was going to be tipped out of bounds by Biros, but I think it's going to stay with the Mustangs. It looks like it will. Great hustle by this Mille Lacs defense. Not giving up at all. Rob will just inbound it to the near side. Player Gravich, she's going to have it stolen away by Mitchell. Mitchell, pass to Biros. Biros up and no good. Rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds by the Raiders. They had the rebound for just a moment, but they could not hold on to the ball. And it will go out of bounds. Mora will have possession once again. Under 10 minutes to go, 9.5 to go. 11-6 is the lead for Mora. Rob is going to have, I don't know if that one was tipped or if it stuck to her hands a little bit. They will say it was tipped. Tipped by Biros out of bounds, so Mustangs will hold on to it. Stefan going to inbound now for the Mustangs. Couldn't quite tell. I was not at the greatest of angles to see if that one was tipped or not, but either way, the Mustangs have it back. This is nearly going to be stolen away. Rob does take it back, though, to Yoder in the paint, trying to find Gravich in the paint. She was wide open, had an easy layup, but the ball just thrown over her head out of bounds, and the Raiders will take over with possession. Brooklyn Orazum checks out, and in for her is Celia Merrill. Looking to inbound is Faith Larson. Larson is going to inbound it to Biros. Biros has this one blocked on the pass by Jaden Robb. Goes out of bounds, and Mille Lacs will hold on to possession. Larson, the sophomore for the Raiders, getting set to inbound. Looks like we got something on the court here. Rob will get it off, and we'll resume play. Faith Larson looking, trying to find someone. Wants Biros, and Biros, I think they might say Larson stepped out of the boundary line, so that is going to be a turnover back to the Mustangs. And Rob will inbound it now for the Mustangs to Stefan. She'll hand it right back to Rob, and she's going to jack up the three, but it's no good. Rebound here by Gabby Perkio for the Mille Lacs Raiders. She'll give it off to Ayana Mitchell. Ayana Mitchell down the court. She's going to drive inside the paint, puts up a shot, and it's no good. She gets her own rebound, though. She'll put it up once again, no good. And right there for the rebound for the Mora Mustangs is Caitlin Yoder. She'll take it the distance, puts it up, and in for two. Get the and one for her. And one for Caitlin Yoder. And 3 fouls now for Biros. 13-6 is the score, 8:50 to go. And before we get this and one opportunity, looks like the Mora Mustangs are going to take a timeout. We'll take the opportunity to hear a word from our fine sponsors.
When something is important to you, you'll do anything to make sure it's protected. You want someone you know, someone you trust to help you take care of it. That's why you need to work with Pine Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance. With over 50 years combined experience, let the experts at Pine Insurance Agency help you protect what's important. Whether it's your home, car, farm, insurance, or loved ones, call them today to set up a free, no-obligation quote. Your local Auto Owners Insurance Agency is Pine Insurance Agency, located in a Northridge Center in Pine City.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. With expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas, when you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
Back here inside Mora High School, the timeout over, and Caitlin Yoder is at the line to shoot one. She gets the N1 opportunity. Shot is up, no good, so it will stay at 13-6. Ayana Mitchell with the rebound for the Mille Lacs Raiders. She has it on the far side now, top of your screen. Double team, gets it off to Smith Merrill. She'll be double teamed. She dribbles out of it. She stops at the far side. Now to Ayana Mitchell. She thought about three and said she'll pass it to Biros for three herself. No good, and Smith Merrill going after it. She'll get the rebound for the Mille Lacs Raiders. Trying to get away from the defender. She drives, trying to put up a shot. Oh, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Smith Merrill. That's going to be her third already as well. I like the aggressiveness there from Smith Merrill, just trying to change momentum here, trying to get her team some momentum, but That's going to be a little too hard on that one, and it's going to be a foul. Looks like Buros will check out, and in for her will be Caitlin Scheck. Checking out for Mora is Shea Osmus. In for her is Nicole Sundet. Rob will get the inbound from Sundet. Pass it to the far side corner to Yoder. Yoder trying to get around the defender. Oh, and she's trying to look for Stefan. It's going to be taken away by Ayana Mitchell. She'll get it off to Celia Merrill. Now to Smith Merrill. She's driving inside. That one's going to be, oh, I'm surprised that wasn't a foul, and a defensive foul, but it does go out of bounds off of the Mora Mustangs. And the Raiders will hold on to possession. They trail 13-6, 8:03 to go. First half, Ayana Mitchell will inbound. She gets it to Caitlin Scheck. Scheck now to Celia Merrill. Merrill will put up a shot, no good. Rebound right there by Gabby Perkio. And she is going to be fouled, and I believe she'll go to the line and shoot two. That's going to be the first on Sophie Stefan. 13-6, the lead for the Mustangs, 7:56 to go. Gabby Perkio at the line to shoot two. Shot is up, and no good. Took a little bit too much off of that one. We'll get a substitution here for Mora. It will be Carla Quall in for Hannah Gravich. Gabby Perkio trying to end this scoring drought here for her team. They trail 13-6. Her shot is up and off the back of the rim, no good. But coming in for the rebound was Caitlin Scheck. And we'll get a foul there on the Mustangs. And that's going to be on Jaden Robb. It's only her first of the game. And that'll send Caitlin Scheck to the line. Scheck with her first. It is good. Caitlin Scheck makes it 13-7 now. And that scoring drought, Perkio does check out, and in for her is Brooklyn Erasm. Scheck with the second of two, no good, but she does get one. And then we got a whistle, looks like. Not sure what the whistle was for there, no foul. Mora Mustangs do have possession. It's Robb, near side pass to Stefan. Near side corner pass to Quall, back to Stefan. Stefan back out to Yoder. Yoder will pass it to the far side corner to Jaden Robb for a long three, no good. Stefan right there for the rebound for the Mustangs. She'll get it to Caitlin Yoder, top of the key. She drives to her right, now to Carla Quall for three, and that one sinks in. Carla Quall for three makes it 16-7. A 9-point lead for the Mora Mustangs. Dribbling out of the double team is Caitlin Scheck. That one's tipped, but Brooklyn Erasm has it. She stops, puts up a shot. Oh, it's go! Oh no! They're gonna get her for a travel. It was close, but I thought she was all right, but must have taken one too many. The shot was good, a beautiful shot as well, but no good after the travel call. And the Mustangs will take over. It's Robb with it to Stefan. Stefan back to Robb on the far side. She'll dribble to the top of the key, standing now at the M. Gives it off to Stefan. Far side pass to Caitlin Yoder. Yoder stands at the three-point line in the corner. She'll put up a shot. It goes off the rim. And Sundet with the rebound puts it up and in for two. Nicole Sundet makes it 18-7. It's an 11-point lead for the Mustangs. And this pass is stolen away by Robb. Ayana Mitchell was looking for the pass, stolen away by Robb, and now Robb will drive it into the paint. She's fouled by Ayana Mitchell. She'll go to the line and shoot two, and that's going to be the 10th team foul now for the Mille Lacs Raiders. That is the first for Ayana Mitchell tonight. Again, their 10th team foul as Jaden Robb is at the line to shoot two. According to the scoreboard, it's now 18-7, but I thought they shot a two with 16. Apparently, it's only 18-7 now. I'll stick with what the scoreboard says here in the gymnasium. It's 18-7. Jaden Robb made her first, gets set for her second. It's up, no good. She hits one of two, and it remains 18-7. Faith Larson with it. She gets it to Caitlin Scheck. Scheck Pass for a long two. It looked like a pass out of the corner of my eye, but then she put it up and in for two. Beautiful job there by Caitlin Scheck. Makes it 18-9. Jaden Robb with it. She almost lost it. She'll give it off to Yoder on the far side corner. Yoder looking to pass it to Gravich, and almost an over and back. Nice job. She'll pass it back to Robb, who managed to get it, and Robb slips and falls, and they're going to get her for a travel. She's trying to get through a double team there, maybe get another foul and go to the line to shoot two, but she tripped and fell, and that's going to be a travel. So the Mille Lacs Raiders will get it. It's Scheck inbounding it to Ayana Mitchell. Mitchell gets around the defender, Yoder. She's going to drive it into the paint. Instead, she'll pass it off to Celia Merrill. Puts it up and in for two. Merrill makes it 18-11. Robb walks it up the court, past half court now to Gravich. Gravich waits a moment, directs traffic back to Robb on the opposite side. Robb will step back a couple. And now decides to drive. Passes it nearly in the paint. That was nearly stolen away by Celia Merrill. Merrill nearly had that one and nearly taken it the other way, but goes out of bounds. The Mustangs just kind of watch that one go out of bounds, and Sophie Steffen will check back in. She'll come in for Carla Quall. Jaden Robb will inbound for the Mora Mustangs. Robb will lob pass here to Shea Osmus. Osmus now to the far side corner to Caitlin Yoder. Yoder will hand it off to Steffen. To Robb for three. In and out. No good. Celia Merrill there for the rebound for the Raiders. And she'll give it off to Faith Larson. Faith Larson up the court. Stops near that M logo. Gives it off to Scheck. Scheck will step inside the three-point line. Puts it up. No good. On the shot. Still 18-11. 5:08 to go here in the first half. Robb will inbound it to Steffen. Steffen right back to Robb, and Robb, again, will just walk it up the court. Past half court, gives it to Steffen. Far side pass to Caitlin Yoder. Yoder for, not sure if that was a long two or a three, but either way, Celia Merrill right there for the rebound. Looks like she's going to take it all the way. Puts it up. No good. A rebound. And it's going to be taken away by Shea Osmus, and she'll get it to Jaden Robb. Robb passes it down court to Hannah Gravich, who has a wide open shot, puts it up and in for two, and she's fouled, so she'll go to the line for an and one opportunity. Hannah Gravich with the two, and the opportunity again for an and one. It's 20-11, 4:39 to go. It's going to be the first foul there on Caitlin Scheck. Caitlin Yoder checks out. In for her is Carla Quall. Burros checks in for Caitlin Scheck. Again, Hannah Gravich at the line for the and one opportunity. Puts it up and off the front of the rim, off the back and in. It's a three-point play, and it's 21-11 in favor of the Mora Mustangs. Faith Larson inbound pass to Ayana Mitchell. Mitchell has to lob it over the defender, gets it to Burros. Burros to Faith Larson. That was going to be stolen away by Robb. Trying to put up the layup, no good. Gravich will get the rebound. She's no good, and then it's going to be stolen away by Larson. Larson has it, now gives it to Ayana Mitchell. Mitchell, she'll wait for the defense to pass, gets it past half court now. Gives it off to Faith Larson, near side. Larson's going to drive. She trips. And are they going to get a foul? Or are they going to say it was it? Nope, they're going to call a foul. And that is going to be on Steffen. That's going to be her second of the game. And Raiders are in the bonus. So this should be, I'm guessing, a 1-and-1, depending on if they call it a shooting foul or not. It's Faith Larson at the line for Mille Lacs. Shot is up and good. It is a 1-and-1, by the way. And Faith Larson good on her first. Steffen does check out. And for her, I believe, was Caitlin Yoder. It is. Larson looking for two out of the 1-and-1 opportunity. She hit her first. This one is up and good as well. Faith Larson good on both of her three throws. Makes it 21-13. 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. With it is Quall. She'll give it off to Robb. Robb far side pass to Caitlin Yoder. In the paint now to Osmus. Now in the far side corner for Hannah Gravich. No good on the three-point try. And then it's rebounded there by Faith Larson. And taking it up the court is Jaden Buros. Buros gives it off to Ayana Mitchell near side. She'll take it for three, no good. Tipped back to the Raiders, excuse me. And they'll have it. Now with its Faith Larson, she tries to drive. She stops, she backs out. Instead, she'll pass it off to Buros. Buros will come from the near side and try to go to the top of the key. It's going to be a defensive foul. Faith Larson goes down to the court, and it's going to be a foul there on Jaden Robb, her second. And Faith Larson will again go to the line for a 1-and-1. She was good on her opportunity the last time, and she'll look to be good once again. Larson off the front of the rim, back and in. So she's good on her first, and she'll look to capitalize here off of not only getting the first, but she's awarded another opportunity. This one is good as well. Faith Larson good on both of her free throws there, makes it 21-15. Robb with it on the far side corner pass to Hannah Gravitz. She's going to be double teamed. She gets it off to Robb. Robb will get it inside the paint there for Shea Osmus. No good. Rebound by Celia Merrill for the Mille Lacs Raiders. Buros taking it up the court now for the Mille Lacs Raiders, far side. She's looking to pass it to someone. Gets it to Tayana Mitchell for a three. No good. Rebound by Celia Merrill, who is good for two. That's going to make it 21-17, and all of a sudden, all momentum is on the Mille Lacs Raiders side as they have come back and dropped this deficit down to 4 now. 21-17, the Raiders trail here in the first half of this game. A 30-second timeout taken by the Mora Mustangs. We'll keep it right here. It's halftime coming up in about 2 minutes between these two squads. Again, Mora fell in their season opener in Pine City to the Dragons, 80-48, trying to erase that taste from their mouth. But the Mille Lacs Raiders looking to spoil the Mustangs home opener here this evening. Raiders JV did win that JV matchup 57-40 over Mora's JV team. Out of the timeout, we got about 2:48 to go here in the first half, 21-17 in favor of the Mustangs. They will get to inbound here off the timeout, and they will take it up court. It's Jaden Robb now to Quall, to Gravitz, to Osmus, to Yoder, and Yoder, yep, they're going to get her for the travel. She took one too many steps trying to get away from that double team. And Ayana Mitchell will inbound it now for the Raiders, gives it to Buros. Nice hard pass, almost went through the fingers of Buros, but she holds on to it, gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell up the court on the near side, gives it to Larson, who goes behind her, tries to get it and drive to the paint, but she's going to lose control of the ball, and that one's going to roll out of bounds, and possession will go back to the Mora Mustangs. Shea Osmus will inbound now for the Mora Mustangs as Jaden Robb will again take it up the court. Gives it off to the far side corner for Caitlin Yoder. No good, in and out on the three-point try. A nice rebound there for Brooklyn Orazum, but I think they're going to say she traveled as she went to the ground to get that rebound. They do. So the Mustangs catch a break on that one. The three was no good, and then they get a break. Inbound to Gravitz, nearly stolen away by Mitchell. And just right before they blow the whistle for the jump ball. Mitchell did steal it away, but it won't matter because the Raiders have it on the possession arrow. So they will keep it. Jaden Buros has it, looking to inbound to someone. It'll be an inbound pass, trying to get it to Merrill, Celia Merrill, but it is going to be taken away by Caitlin Yoder. We're going to get another foul here on the Raiders. And that's going to be the second for Brooklyn Orazum. That will send Jaden Robb to the line for two, as the Mustangs are in the double bonus. Robb is good on the first. It goes off the front of the rim, back, and then back up to the front of the rim and in. Perkio will check in here for Brooklyn Orazum. Jaden Robb has made it a 22-17 game. Just under 2 minutes to go. Robb is no good on the second, so she will get 1 of 2. And we got another whistle here. And I believe the Raiders, once they got the rebound, they dribbled it out of bounds. They did. So another break for the Mora Mustangs. Robb will inbound. Gets it to Osmus, back to Robb. Robb's going to drive. She puts up the shot. The floater, no good. Perkio right there for the rebound for the Mille Lacs Raiders. She'll give it off to Faith Larson. Larson quickly up to Ayana Mitchell on the near side. Mitchell trying to get around the defender. She drives. She puts up the floater. It's in for 2. Mitchell with her first points of the game makes it 22-19. It's a 3-point game. Raiders trail. Robb with it now to Quall. Carla Quall for 3. No good. Celia Merrill right there for the rebound for the Mille Lacs Raiders. She'll pass it to Faith Larson, and looks like we're going to get a timeout here by the Mille Lacs Raiders with 1:23 to go. 22-19 is the score. Just a 30-second timeout again for the Mille Lacs Raiders, and they have done a good job of cutting down this deficit here. They trailed by, not quite by double digits, but about 8 to 6 points almost this entire first half. And they have since worked very hard to cut this thing down to a 3-point deficit for themselves. Mora, again, has had all control here in this first half, looking to keep that control through the end of this first half and going to halftime with the lead. But the Mille Lacs Raiders will not let that happen easily as they look to take over the lead here right before halftime. It's Jaden Buros to inbound. She's trying to find someone. She's going to have to find someone soon. She does just in time. Faith Larson has it. She loses it, but, we're going to say an over and back. Larson lost it. Celia Merrill was there to grab it back, but they're going to say she got it on the other side of the court. So the Mustangs will get it back on a turnover. And Robb has it, passes it far side to Kaylin Yoder, and that ball passed to Carla Quall, and it's going to go through her hands, and Robb hustling to try and get it and keep it alive, but it does go out of bounds, and Mille Lacs will have it back. 1:12 to go. Buros will inbound for the Mille Lacs Raiders. Going to have to get it off soon, and yep, too much time. I believe it's 5 seconds you get to inbound, and they took all of that and could not get it off, so the Mustangs will have it back once again. Inbound pass. And then the pass right back to Robb for 2. Makes it 24-19. Pass is stolen back now by the Mustangs, but then stolen right back by the Raiders. Ayana Mitchell up the court, moving through defenders. Almost lost possession. She does get it back, and it looks like we're going to get a foul on the Mustangs. That should be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Ayana Mitchell, or whoever it was who got fouled. It's going to be Caitlin Yoder's second foul in the first half. It will be Ayana Mitchell to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 52 seconds to go. Mille Lacs trails by 5. Mitchell's first one is up and no good. Doesn't. So they're going to say it was a shooting foul as nobody went after the rebound. And yeah, the refs are going to come together to discuss this, as I thought it was a 1-and-1 shot, as it should have been, because Mora is not in the double bonus yet. And it looks like, yep. Yeah, and so they did come together and correct themselves. The shot was missed by Anna Mitchell, and it was supposed to be a 1-and-1. They're going to say jump ball, and the possession arrow does favor the Mora Mustangs. Head coach Alicia Hannon wants an explanation for the Raiders. She gets it, and I'm sure she's a little bit upset because she wanted her players to get an opportunity to score there, but just unfortunately the refs just made a small mistake. It's okay, they're human, they make mistakes too. Mora has it back though, pass far side to Jaden Robb. She fakes a 3, she drives, she gives it off now to Parker Ennis. She loses possession, but luckily Jaden Robb is right there as the ball rolls right to her. Far side pass to Kaylin Yoder. Yoder for 3 off the back of the rim, no good. And right there for the rebound for the Mille Lacs Raiders is Gabby Perkio. She'll pass it now to Faith Larson, who takes it up the court, weaving through the defense, back to Perkio. She wanted the three, instead gives it off to Jaden Buros. Buros for the long three, no good. Rebound, still up for grabs. It's going to be taken by Caitlin Yoder. Yoder has a 2-on-1 opportunity. She takes it to the bucket herself, puts it up and in for two. And the Mustangs starting to pull away once again. That will be it for the first half. 26-19. The Mustangs have the lead here as we end the first half. 26-19 is the score. We'll hear a word from our fine sponsors, and when we come back, I'll recap the first half for you, and I'll give you my keys to the game for both of these teams for the second half of play. Of course, you are listening to the KBEK Girls Basketball Game of the Week right here on 95.5 FM.
It's the holiday season. That means sipping hot chocolate and spending time with family and friends. But it also means winter is here, and your furnace is working hard. With your comfort and safety as our top priority, Aquarius Home Services is offering a $55 furnace tune-up and safety inspection. At Aquarius, it's about keeping you cozy warm and worry-free for the holidays, and treating your home and time with respect. Schedule your furnace inspection today at AquariusHomeservices.com. Aquarius, earning the right to be recommended.
Minnesota, it's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani, online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Chad Greenway talking Franzen Bank Mortgages. Now is a great time to buy or build your first home, your dream home, or that cabin you've always wanted. Or maybe refinance and lower your monthly payment. The local mortgage experts at Franzen Bank will find an option that best fits your situation. Buying, building, or refinancing. Find a Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getthere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Are you ready for winter? Call D&E Heating and Air Conditioning in Hinckley. D&E Heating and Cooling is a local Amana dealer with quality workmanship and superior service. Now scheduling into 2022, D&E is ready to assist you, keeping all your heating and air quality appliances working like they should this winter. Their technicians are dependable, knowledgeable, and will provide a professional work ethic. That's their promise to you. Make them your go-to guys for all your heating and air quality systems. Look them up, deheatingcooling.com.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Visit Town & Country Insurance today at townandcountry-ins.com or stop in our offices in Finlayson, Hinckley, and Mora.
Back here on KBEK, your site for tonight's KBEK Girls Basketball Game of the Week. The Mora Mustangs have the lead here at halftime over the Mille Lacs Raiders, 26-19. It was a first half that was dominated, so to speak, early on by the Mora Mustangs as they held the Raiders' offense to only 19 points here in the first half, but about 3/4 of those points came after the halfway point of the first half, through the first half, I should say. And again, Mora's offense was not firing on all cylinders. Neither offense was really firing on all cylinders, but I think you can credit the defenses for that, because the defenses here in the first half were just playing outstanding basketball. They were making it tough for either side to shoot, and they were guarding the shooters well and not allowing any open lanes to drive to the basket. So it was a good defensive performance there in the first half by both these teams, but Mora started to pull away just a little bit. They didn't quite have a 10-point lead, but at one point, or I should say for most of the first half, they led by about 8 or 6 points. And then it looked like Mille Lacs got a couple of calls to go their way, and then they got a couple of timeouts in, and they started to march back, and they got it down to a 3-point lead at one point, but it was at that point 22-19 where the Mora Mustangs would score 4 unanswered, and that would end the first half 4 unanswered as they lead now 26-19 over the Mille Lacs Raiders. But in this first half, I mean, it's really been an even matchup so far. Looking at the first half stats, leading the way for the Mora Mustangs was Jaden Robb with 11 points, then Hannah Gravich with 5, 4 for both Carla Kowal and Caitlin Yoder, and then 2 for Nicole Sundet. And it's been a pretty clean first half for the Mora Mustangs. They didn't get into the double bonus for the Mille Lacs Raiders. It was 2 fouls for Yoder, 2 for Ennis, 2 for Stefan, 1 for Shea Osmus, and 2 for Jaden Robb. That makes out to 9 fouls. And then on the other side, leading the way for the Mille Lacs Raiders, Celia Merrill having quietly a very good first half. 10 points there for the Mille Lacs Raiders. We called her name not too often as she did. I mean, we called her name 5 times for scoring alone, just because they did a really good job of either finding her inside the paint. She did a good job of just getting the ball and turning around and putting up the shot, or she was there for the rebounds. And I know we called a bunch of other names there in the first half, but it was her that really had a big half, kind of quietly too. I don't think she's, the Mora Mustangs really cued in on her. They were more cued in on a couple of other players, but she has had a really good first half. Again, kind of quietly there for Celia Merrill, but she does lead the team with 10 points in that first half. Then it was Faith Larson with 4, Caitlin Scheck with 3, and Ayana Mitchell with 2. 3 fouls for Brooke Smith Merrill. She was playing a high-speed, high-motor, nonstop the entire first half. She didn't get a break until about halfway through the first half, and that's when her first break came, and it was well-deserved. She has been playing so good here tonight, up and down the court, doing everything she can to help her team out as well. And then we also have 3 fouls for Jaden Buros. She's another player who's just been hustling all night up and down the court, trying to make plays for her team. 2 fouls for Brooklyn Orazum, and then 1 for Caitlin Scheck, 1 for Gabby Perkio, for Mitchell and Celia Merrill as well. That evens out to just a little over 10 team fouls there in that first half. And again, the Mille Lacs Raiders trail 26-19, but the Raiders found some rhythm there towards the end of that first half, and it looked good, and they really stopped the Mora Mustangs from scoring. They were able to get in their face a little bit more and able to stop them from scoring almost at will with Jaden Robb, because Robb, they would really either just get her to pass it around, pass it to the 3-point side on either side, near or far side, and they'd throw it to her in the paint, and she'd just put it up and in for 2. Of course, not too many 3-point opportunities for the Mora Mustangs. They did hit 3, but there just weren't a whole lot of good looks for the Mustangs. They did shoot more than 3, but there just weren't a lot of opportunities. As open as it looked like some of these Mustangs were, the Mille Lacs Raiders defense did a good job to close that gap quickly and make them think twice about putting up that 3-point shot. Again, Robb, Qual, and Hannah Gravich all had a 3-point shot made there in the first half for the Mustangs. But again, both these defenses have done an outstanding job of making it difficult for either side to find any open lanes to run through, and closing in when it looks like there might be an open 3, and then making it difficult for that 3-point shot, getting hands up into the face of the shooters. We got about just a minute left of halftime here. While these two teams take that minute to warm up, we'll take another commercial break here, word from our fine sponsors, and then we'll come back and be set for second half action here in the KBE Girls Basketball Game of the Week.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Just about set for the second half action here in Mora. The Mustangs do lead 26-19, but I have a feeling we're going to see some more fireworks here in the second half. Kind of a slow start for both of these teams there in the first half, but they started really to heat up, and both teams found their rhythms there late in that first half, and I, again, wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more scoring, a lot more fireworks, if you will, here in the second half. Both teams back to the court. Want to thank all of you for tuning in here this evening, whether you're watching on KBEK.com or tuned in on 95.5 FM. Thank you so much. Again, without you fans, we would not have any reason to broadcast, so thank you so much for tuning in here this evening. It is an honor to be able to come out here and call these games and bring them to you. Both teams make their way back out onto the court. Raiders will inbound to start the second half. They will be going from right to left on your radio dial. Mora will be going left to right. Inbound passes to Smith Merrill. She has it on the far side. Tries to pass it to Biros, but it's nearly stolen away by Jaden Robb. It's going to go out of bounds off of Robb. And Biros will get it back to inbound. Speaking of another player who has just been flat out hustling all night, Jaden Robb has been everywhere and on every play, it seems like. Smith Merrill will get the inbound pass from Biros right back to Biros now. Biros looking for somewhere to go with it. She'll go on to the far side corner. Gives it to Smith Merrill, but she shrugs in frustration, but smiles about it as her teammate Anna Mitchell has it. And it's going to be stolen away by Sophie Steffen. She puts it up and in for two. Oh my goodness, what a move there by Sophie Steffen, getting her first points of the game. Make it 28-19. It's a beautiful job there by Sophie Steffen to get that steal. Now down the other side, Smith Merrill has it. She tries to put up a hook shot off the front of the rim, no good. Oh, rebounded but just for a moment by Kaylin Yoder. It's going to go out of bounds off of her, and the Raiders will take over with possession in their own zone. On offense, I should say. Anna Mitchell inbounds Biros, gives it to Razum. Razum wanted the shot. Oh, and Gabby Perkio tries to grab it. Razum had it knocked out of her hands, and then Gabby Perkio tried to just reach for it. Unfortunately, could not get a good handle on it. Goes out of bounds. Mora takes over, and then the tip ball, and Mitchell will take it over for the Raiders, and then they're going to say she traveled. My goodness. Fireworks early here in the second half. 17:05 to go. Inbound pass is to Yoder, right back to Steffen. Steffen gets around the defender. Smith Merrill gasps in as she knows what happened, and she's smiling about it. Love to see that. That's when you know that athlete is just having fun out there in the midst of the heat of competition. If you're able to smile about something like that, unfortunately that's going to be our fourth foul. If you're able to smile about something like that, you know you're having fun out there. Meanwhile, the Mustangs have it. A pass for a long two for Jaden Robb. It's going to go off a Mustang, and the Raiders will take over with possession. Robb had a chance at a rare wide open shot from long two. No good though. And the Raiders have it. Inbound here to Caitlin Scheck. Scheck stops. Gives it to Biros, now to Mitchell. And Mitchell will take it up the court now on the near side, which is the bottom of your screen. Again, the far side, top of your screen. Caitlin Scheck has it. Stolen away. Steffen will take it off of the steal. Steffen going to take it to the basket. Puts it up and in for two. Again, Sophie Steffen goes the distance of the court. And they're going to steal it right back. Jaden Robb gets it back. And the pass inside the paint goes awry. It's going to be last touch, though, by a Mustang. The Raiders will get it back. 30-19 the score. Mustangs with the lead. Mitchell trying to pass it to Razum. She gets it in the paint to Perkio. No good. Rebound by Razum. She's going to get fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. And that foul going to be the third for Parker Ennis. Nice job by Brooklyn Erasm fighting to get that rebound. She's at the line to shoot 2 as her team trails 30-19. Shot is up, no good off the back of the rim. She'll get another opportunity. Faith Larson checks in for Ayana Mitchell. Larson had a good end to the first half there. She had 4 points, but man, was she making plays. Just making some smart decisions as well. Checking in is Shea Osmus for Parker Ennis. Brooklyn Erasm sets for her second of 2 free throw opportunities. This one is up, and that one is good. Brooklyn Erasm makes it 30-20. And we'll get a whistle here. The inbound pass knocked out of bounds. Last touch by a Raider, and Mustangs will hold on to it. They'll get a chance to inbound again. It's Sophie Steffen. Bounce pass to Shea Osmus to Rob. That was a dangerous pass, but Rob has it. She stops, backs up, past the three-point line for 3. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound by the Mustangs, Shea Osmus. She gets fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Osmus, good job getting that rebound. That's the 3rd foul for Erasm. Osmus, first shot, no good. Front of the rim, 30-20. Still the score, 16:05 to go. And it will be Celia Merrill checking in. Who will she come in for? Gabby Perkio. Shea Osmus gets set for her second of 2. This one is good. Shea Osmus with her first points of the game. It's 31-20. Burroughs with the, let's say, over and back. So the Mustangs will have it once again. Just some unfortunate breaks going the way of the Mustangs right now for the Raiders, but they'll get it back on a steal now. Burroughs taking it herself. Oh, tries to put it up, but they're going to get her for a travel. I think she might have had her arm just hit just a little bit, and that kind of threw her off as she was going for the layup. A nice move to get around the defender, but unfortunately, she just couldn't get the ball out of her hand in time. Maybe the ball was hit. The Mustangs will take over with the ball, 31-20. 15:45 to go in the second half. Nice pass to Jaden Robb. Robb puts it up. No good off the back of the rim. And it's rebounded there by Caitlin Scheck, but it's going to be stolen away by Sophie Steffen. She goes, drives to the basket, and she's fouled, and now she'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be a third team foul here in the second half for the Mille Lacs Raiders. And it is going to go on Celia Merrill. Her second, team's third. Sophie Steffen. Off the backboard and in. 32-20. 12-point lead for the Mustangs. And Steffen good only on 1 as that one rims out. And the Raiders have it now on their side, and Mitchell lost the dribble for a moment. Jaden Robb tried to get her hands on it. She did, but it just flung it out of bounds. Raiders will hold on to it. Mitchell will inbound for the Raiders. Mitchell looking for anyone. Going to have to get it off here soon. She does. It's a lob pass to Faith Larson. Larson does a good job corralling that one. Ayana Mitchell with the pass now to Caitlin Scheck for 3. No good off the front of the rim. Fighting for the rebound. Well, it's going to be taken in by Yoder, and Yoder will give it off to Steffen. Sophie Steffen now to Robb, and Robb no good from 3-point range. They're going to fight for the rebound again. It's going to be a jump ball. That possession arrow does favor the Mora Mustangs, so they will inbound it on their offensive side. Jaden Robb will inbound. Lob pass to Shea Osmus. It's going to go back across that half court, and surprised they didn't call a kick ball there, but Mustangs will hang on to it. Robb will pass it to Steffen. Steffen now to Yoder for 3 off the front of the rim. And Merrill right there, Celia Merrill right there for the rebound. She'll give it to Ayana Mitchell. And Mitchell will get it past half court now, pass it far side to Faith Larson. Larson trying to get around the defender. She backs up. Still on that far side. Coming near side now. Stops at the top of the key. She'll pass it far side to Ayana Mitchell. Mitchell thought about 3. Now she drives, trying to get around the defender. Thought she had a teammate open in the paint there. No chance at that one for Orazum, and then the Mustangs somehow get it out of all that traffic. Osmus has that one. Oh my goodness, blocked by Merrill. It looked clean from here, but they're going to say she didn't get the ball and got more than that, so it's going to be a shooting foul, and the Mustangs will go to the line. It's going to be on Merrill, her third. And it's Shea Osmus at the line to shoot two. Her team leads 32-20. This one is up and no good. Hits the front of the rim. 4 team fouls now for the Raiders. 1 for the Mora Mustangs. Osmus no good on the second. And the rebound going to be taken in by Faith Larson of the Raiders. She'll take it up the court, passes far side to Sheck. Sheck makes a move. Oh, and then it's going to be stolen away by Stefan. Stolen right back by Celia Merrill. Merrill is going to take it inside the paint, puts up the shot. No good. Trying to get the rebound herself, but it's going to be taken by Yoder. And Yoder will give it off to Rob. Rob deep pass to Shea Osmus off the backboard. No good. Rebound still up for grabs. Celia Merrill right there to grab it back for the Raiders. She'll give it to Ayanna Mitchell. Mitchell takes it up the court. Top of the key. She'll stop, trying to find a way to go just inside that three-point line. Now back the other way. Gives it off to Faith Larson. Larson thought about driving to the far side. Instead, she spins around the defender. Gives it off to Celia Merrill. Merrill trying to get around the defender. Far side pass to Caitlin Sheck for 3. No good. Rebounded here by Yoder. Yoder's going to take it up the court on the near side. She's looking. She'll take it all the way into the paint. No good. Bounces off the front of the rim. Rebound there by Brooklyn Orazum. And it'll go the other way now for the Raiders. Anna Mitchell going to shoot the 3. No good. Just in and out. And the Mustangs get the rebound. Stefan going to take it inside the paint. Up and in for 2. Stefan has done just a great job here in this second half, finding room inside that paint and getting the shots to fall. 34-20. 13 minutes left to go here in the second half. Inbound pass to Caitlin Sheck from Faith Larson. Sheck stops, passes it in the paint to Brooklyn Orazum. Orazum has it. She stops, puts up a shot off the backboard. No good, but Faith Larson's right there for the shot. Blocked by Jaden Robb. And it's going to go out of bounds. And the Raiders will hold on to it. 34-20, the lead for the Mustangs. 12:45 to go in the second half. Substitutions for both sides as Anna Mitchell inbounded here to Biros. Biros, our side to Smith Merrill. Smith Merrill back to Biros, standing at the M. Now drifting to the far side, into the far side corner. She'll pass it back to Ayanna Mitchell. Ayanna Mitchell now to Smith Merrill. That's going to be stolen away by Robb. Breakaway opportunity, and she will capitalize, put it up, and in for 2. Jaden Robb on the steal. Nearly stolen again by the Mustangs, and looks like we're going to get a timeout here by the Mille Lacs Raiders. They trail 36-20 in this second half, and it has been all Mustangs from the get-go in this second half. And while the Raiders take a timeout, we'll take this time to hear a word from our fine sponsors.
With high school sports season here again, Wellia Health wants to remind you that they want to help your athletes stay in the game. Sports medicine services are available at every Wellia Health campus. Whether it's the young athlete, the weekend warrior, or the accomplished athlete, injuries can happen. Get back in the game by calling the sports medicine experts at Wellia Health. 320-679-1313. Wellia Health. Live life well.
Mustangs trying to get their first win on the season in their home opener. Mille Lacs trying to spoil that, but the Mustangs have the lead 36-20 right now. Since this first half has began, it has been all Mustangs. They led 26-19 going into halftime. They have gone on a 10-1 run here in the first 5.5 minutes. They'll look to continue that run here. But the Raiders calling timeout, trying to settle things down, trying to get something to go their way. Again, they have shown that they can really fight back and erase a deficit if they want and hold this Mustang team to a minimum, but they'll have to fight now as the Mora Mustangs seem to have all momentum. Smith Merrill with the inbound, and they're going to get a jump ball. The possession arrow will stay on the Raiders side, so they'll get to inbound. Smith Merrill didn't fully control that inbound pass right away, but that was in some traffic. I'm surprised she held on to it. She did a good job there. Biros now will get the inbound pass from Smith Merrill. Trying to get it to Smith Merrill in the paint. It's going to be stolen away by the Mustangs. It's Ennis. Ennis will give it to Amber Fix. That is her first points of the game. The Mustangs lead 38-20 now. It's Smith Merrill with the ball. She stops, gives it off here to Biros. Biros for three. It's good. Biros drained it from long range. 23-38 now. And the Raiders have stopped their scoring drought and look to continue scoring here, as that shot no good from Amber Fix from long range. It's going to be rebounded for a moment by the Mustangs, and somehow Anna Mitchell taps it up to her teammate Biros, and Biros takes it down the court. She'll take it all the way in the paint, no good, and the rebound right to Brooklyn Erasm off the rim and in. Brooklyn Erasm makes it 38-25, and the Raiders have found a little bit of something here, trying to hold the Mustangs scoreless while they go on a bit of a run. Amber Fix has it just inside that three-point line, trying to get it to her teammate Ennis, but it's going to be stolen away by the Raiders. Anna Mitchell on the far side, double team, gives it off to Biros. Biros, near side pass to Smith Merrill. She dropped it, and she's going to hold on to it. Gets it to Biros, and that's going to be stolen away by Parker Ennis. Wide open, breakaway shot, no good! Biros going to get the rebound, and they're going to get a foul on Parker Ennis. Parker Ennis going to get her fourth foul here of the game, the team's second. That was a well-timed timeout by the Mille Lacs head coach Alicia Hannon, because the Raiders have come out of that timeout and, of course, have scored 5 unanswered points. Smith Merrill will inbound it here to Biros, and Biros back to Smith Merrill, now to Mitchell. Anna Mitchell has that one go through her hands. Just a little too strong on that pass for her, as Steffen will take it back the other way for the Mustangs. And Amber Fix along two, off the front of the rim, no good. And Perkio upset with herself. She had it. She watches it roll off of her out of bounds, and she's a little bit frustrated with that one. Knew she had it, but just watched it roll. Celia Merrill will check in for Gabby Perkio, 38-25. 10.5 to go here in the second half. Sophie Steffen has it for the Mustangs. She'll inbound here, trying to get it to Yoder, but it's going to be stolen away by Biros. Biros pass to Anna Mitchell. Anna Mitchell, a moving three, no good. And get a rebound here by Yoder. Now to Steffen. Steffen on the offensive side to Amber Fix. That one's up, no good. Who does it touch last? Looks like we're going to get a whistle. And we're going to see that one on the Mustangs. That's going to be Katie Yoder, her third. Smith Merrill will inbound it here to Ayana Mitchell. Ayana Mitchell up the court on the far side boundary. She's going to take it to the paint herself. She's going to be fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. Ayana Mitchell found a lane to run through on the boundary on the far side, and then she just decided, hey, why stop? Go the distance. She went inside the paint, and Yoder really didn't have a choice but to foul. That's going to be her fourth. She might check out here and see some and get a break. It looks like they will, but first, Ayana Mitchell. Her shot is up and in, 26-38. And Yoder will check out. In for her is going to be Shea Osmus. Ayana Mitchell gets set for her second of two shots. It's up and off the front of the rim, no good. The rebound still up for grabs, and was rebounded by the Raiders at one point, but foul there on Erasm. That's going to be her fourth. 38-26, 10 minutes to go. Mustangs with the lead. Jaden Robb has it. She takes it and going to pass it off here. She'll turn around, give it to Steffen. Steffen trying to get past. Oh, and they're going to get a foul call. And I believe that's going to be on Mitchell. It will. So Mitchell gets the reach in. It's her second of the game, team six. And Sophie Steffen will inbound here to Jaden Robb. Robb Pauses for a moment, looks at Stefan. Then she drives to her left. It's it inside there to Osmus. Now for Stefan for three, and she drains it. Sophie Stefan from three, and she has come alive here in the second half. 41-26. This pass is going to be, no, it was stolen away for a moment by the Mustangs, and then Celia Merrill had it. She tried to put it up and in for two, but Jaden Robb was there for the block. Raiders will hold on to it, though. 9:25 to go, 41-26. Mustangs with the lead. Ayana Mitchell with the pass inbounded here to Caitlin Sheck. Sheck will take a long two, no good, off the backboard, and with it is Brooklyn Erasm to Smith Merrill for three off the backboard, almost in, but it's going to be rebounded here by Amber Fix for the Mustangs. Jaden Robb will jog it up the court. Gets it to Stefan for a long three, two for Gravich, no good, and Smith Merrill, or excuse me, that's Celia Merrill there for the rebound. Gives it to Smith Merrill, and then she'll pass it to Ayana Mitchell. Mitchell has it on the near side here, going to drive to that near side corner, gives it off to Caitlin Sheck for a long two off the front of the rim, no good. A couple of players go after it, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Mustangs. 41-26, 8:45 to go in the second half. Mustangs with the lead. Ayana Mitchell gets set to inbound. She'll inbound to Caitlin Sheck, now to Brooklyn Erasm. Erasm trying to drive inside the paint, puts up the shot, no good, and rebound taken in by Amber Fix for the Mustangs. She gets it around the defender. Sophie Stefan now has it to Hannah Gravich. Gravich on the far side to Jane Robb. She pumps once, drives inside, no good on the shot, and Smith Merrill is right there for the rebound for the Raiders. Smith Merrill will stop and give it off to Celia Merrill. Merrill takes it up the court, looking to drive. Passes it out to Caitlin Sheck. A long two. It's good. A long two for Caitlin Sheck. Makes it 28-41. Mustangs have it. Amber Fix now to Hannah Gravich. She makes the defender miss and jump on the fake, but her shot is no good. Rebounded by Jaden Robb, and she'll get the rebound and put it up and in for two. 43-28 now, the score in favor of the Mustangs. That pass stolen away here by the Mustangs, and quickly up the court is Shea Osmus. She's trying to get it to her teammate, but it's stolen away by Smith Merrill. Now to Celia Merrill. Merrill up the court. She's going to look to do it herself. Picks up the dribble, tries to put it up and in for two, but she's fouled on the shot, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. 7:33 to go. Mustangs lead 43-28. That foul there by Stefan. It's her third. At the line is Celia Merrill to shoot two. Mustangs' fifth team foul. Merrill's first shot is good. Make it 29-43. Couple substitutions here for both teams. Jaden Robb will get a rest. Gravich also a rest. Ennis, and I did not see the other player who checked in for Mora. But again, Merrill was good on her first. And no good on the second. She'll hit one of two, and the rebound taken in by the Mora Mustangs. A deep pass for Shea Osmus, and she has it. Gives it off to Caitlin Yoder for three off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound taken in by Sophie Stefan. Now back out to Shea Osmus for a long three off the backboard. No good. Rebounded here by Caitlin Sheck. Sheck's going to take it almost the entire distance. Nearly had it poked out from behind, and it's going to be taken away by Amber Fix. Amber Fix up the court. Nice pass to Ennis. Ennis will dribble around the defenders. Right back to Amber Fix. Fix is going to be guarded well. She stops in her dribble. Gives it to Shea Osmus for a long two. No good. Rebound by Yoder, and she's going to get an and one opportunity. Yoder up and in for two. Caitlin Yoder makes it 45-29 with 6:55 to go. Looks like Brooklyn Erasm, and she has fouled out with that foul. So Brooklyn Erasm will be out for the remainder of this game as she fouls out. And we're going to get a timeout here by the Mora Mustangs. While they take a timeout, we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to the KBEK Girls Basketball Game of the Week.
When something is important to you, you'll do anything to make sure it's protected. You want someone you know, someone you trust to help you take care of it. That's why you need to work with Pine Insurance Agency and Auto Owners Insurance. With over 50 years combined experience, let the experts at Pine Insurance Agency help you protect what's important. Whether it's your home, car, farm, insurance, or loved ones, call them today to set up a free, no-obligation quote. Your local Auto Owners Insurance Agency is Pine Insurance Agency, located in a Northridge Center in Pine City.
About 20 seconds left here still in the timeout that was called by the Mora Mustangs. They lead 45-29, and they have had nearly all the momentum here to begin this second half as we get further in to the second half. Blacks had found a couple of points there not long ago. They went on a 6-0 run. They now trail by 16. The largest deficit of the game for the Mille Lacs Raiders. Trying to get back into it, but time is slowly running out as Katie Yoder looks to make it a three-point play. It's no good, and rebounded there by Celia Merrill. Merrill will get it off to Biros. Biros, she has it, and she'll take it up the court. Stops on the far side. We'll pass to Smith Merrill, standing at the Mustangs logo on the far side boundary. Pass in the paint to Gabby Perkio as I lose my tongue for a moment. Rebounded, though, taken in by the Mustangs, and it is Parker Ennis who passes it to Amber Fix. Now pass. Tried to get it to Shea Osmus. It was poked away, and then Stefan tried to go up for two. It was blocked. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be last touch by the Mustangs. So the Raiders will take over. 6:20 to go. They trail by 16. Anna Mitchell will check in. Smith Merrill will check out. She will inbound to Faith Larson. Faith Larson splits the defenders, getting it now to Biros. Biros gets it behind the back, keeps it alive, and unfortunately, I think as she was coming back in to take the ball, I think she was still had a toe out of bounds. So the ball will go back to the Mora Mustangs. They lead 45-29, 6:12 to go. Amber Fix checks out. Hannah Gravich in for her. It's Parker Ennis getting the inbound pass and trying to take it inside the paint. The layup is up and in. Parker Ennis, those are her first points of the game as her team now leads 47-29. That ball nearly stolen away by the Mustangs, but they will tap it out of bounds. Raiders will keep possession. Mitchell looking to inbound. She does to Faith Larson. Larson going to be double teamed. Looks like they got a full court press on. Larson's got to do something with it. And then the Blacks Raiders, to avoid the 10-second violation, they're going to call the timeout. 5:53 to go. The Mustangs with the lead, 47-29. And their their home opener, season opener, was on Tuesday against the Pine City Dragons. They fell in that one, 80-48. But looking to erase that sour taste here this evening. Doing a good job as they lead 47-29. And looking to close out this game and get out of here with the win, their first win on the season. Mille Lacs, though, trying to spoil that. They trail by 16. They trail, yes, by 16. I don't trust my math all the time. I was never great at math, and to this day I'm still not great at it, so I always question it to know if I'm, if I'm doing it right, and now that I think about it, it's 18 points. They trail by 18. Do the Raiders. Raiders have done a good job tonight. They have not led at all in this game, but they continue to fight here late in this one. And again, this is their biggest deficit of the game, but they split this deficit down to 3 near the end of that first half, and it looked like they had a chance to take the lead, but Mora, key timeout, saw them build on their lead. They had a 26-19 lead going into halftime. And they now lead again, 47-29, with 5:50 to go. Burrows will give it to Faith Larson. Larson, she's struggling, and they're going to get Larson for the travel. We'll turn it over to the Mustangs. Mora Mustangs will have it back, looking to extend their lead. Sophie Steffen inbounds it to Shea Osmus. She'll get it back to Steffen, and a quick whistle, and should be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Steffen. It will be. Looked like they were going to have her go inbound it, but she is at the line now for a 1-and-1 opportunity. That is the first foul there on Faith Larson. Steffen, no good on the first shot. Rebounded here by the Raiders' Biros. Up the court with it is Biros. She pump fakes, looking, and she gives it far side to Mitchell. Ayana Mitchell back to Biros. Now near side to Caitlin Scheck. She goes around the defender looking for a pick. She doesn't get it, and it's going to be stolen away by Sophie Steffen. Steffen, they're going to get her for a travel. Sophie Steffen, not sure on that call. Doesn't agree with it 100%, but the Raiders will have it back. Biros getting set to inbound. Jaden Robb and Amber Fix check in for Shea Osmus and Katie Yoder. Inbound to Ayana Mitchell. She'll take it up the court for the Raiders. Looking to get around the defenders. Takes it near side, turns around. Looking for anyone to give it off to. She'll try to get it in the paint, but Jaden Robb is right there once again. Ayana Mitchell takes it right back. And for three is Biros off the top of the backboard, no good. And then fighting for the rebound were Amber Fix and Gabby Perkio. Looks like the possession arrow will be facing the Mustangs' way. Jaden Robb got the steal off the pass in the paint, and then stealing it right back was Ayana Mitchell. She was not willing to give that one up so easily. 5 minutes to go. Mustangs with the 47-29 lead. Mustangs have it off the inbound. Jaden Robb with it, gives it off to Ennis. Ennis across court to Hannah Gravich. Thought about the three, steps inside for a long two. It's no good. And with the rebound there is Caitlin Scheck. Deep pass into their offensive zone now for Celia Merrill. And now for a long, I don't know if that was a 2 or a 3 there from Scheck. It was a 2. Either way, Caitlin Scheck, it's the 2. Makes it 47-31. Amber Fix with it now. And Robb will save it and gets it inbounded to Ennis. Taking it inside the paint, now passes it to Amber Fix. That one goes off the backboard, no good. Rebounded here by Celia Merrill, and then the pass attempt was blocked out of bounds, but last touch by a Mustang. 4:12 to go. Raiders hold on to possession. Looks like we get a couple substitutions. Ennis and Gravich out. Shea Osmus is back in. Sundad also in. Celia Merrill had it, and a whistle, and they're going to get a foul on the Mustangs. And Robb with her third foul. Team's sixth. 4:10 to go. 47-31. Inbound pass over the shoulder for Ayana Mitchell. She takes it up the court, trying to drive. Looking for Gabby Perkio, and the pass just out of her reach. So close to being a beautiful play, but just out of the reach of Perkio. And it will go back to the Mustangs. Steffen gets the inbound pass. She gives it off to Amber Fix, right back to Steffen. Steffen has that one blocked by Celia Merrill. Merrill with the block, and she'll take it up the court on the far side for the Raiders. She'll give it to Mitchell. Mitchell, she'll take the three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Steffen is right there for the rebound. She loses it just for a moment. Perkio goes after, but Steffen holds on to it, and we're going to get a foul call. Looks like we'll get it on Perkio, and that'll send Steffen to the line for a 1-and-1. Perkio, that's her second of the game, team's ninth. 3:41 to go. Raiders trail 47-31 here. Smith Merrill will check in. I did not see who it's. Ayana Mitchell who she came in for. Sophie Steffen at the line for a 1-and-1. First one's up, no good, and Perkio right there for the rebound. Pass now to Smith Merrill. Merrill thinking about driving on Robb. Instead she stops, and that was going to be stolen away by Steffen. Steffen taking it up the court. That one no good on the shot, but she's going to be fouled, and I think that's Biros. That'll put them in the double bonus. So whether it was a shooting foul or not, they go to the line to shoot two is Sophie Steffen. Steffen in double digits with 10 points, make it 11. And she will extend the Mora lead 48-31. Ennis checks in for Amber Fix. While Sophie Steffen gets set for her second of two. This one good as well. Making it 49-31. Smith Merrill will inbound to Biros. Biros right back to Smith Merrill. Smith Merrill. Oh, the pass just ahead for Biros, and Gravich will take it away. Now it's Parker Ennis right back to Gravich. Gravich will travel. And the Raiders will get it back 3-16, 49-31. Raiders trail, trying to get back in this one. Still got time left. Girls have to start playing with a little bit more urgency. Not that they haven't already, but just it's a little bit heightened because they trail. This pass is going to be stolen away by the Mustangs. Pass to Gravich in the paint. She misses on the easy layup. And the ball on the ground. It's stolen away here by the Raiders, but that pass intended for Biros, but it's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by the Raiders. So the Mustangs will get possession back. Looks like Faith Larson coming in for Brooke Smith Merrill. Pass to Sundette from Jaden Robb, and the inbound pass is beautiful, and Sundette capitalizes 51-31. A 20-point lead here for the Mustangs. Robb knocks that inbound pass out of bounds. Raiders take it up the court. Faith Larson loses it, and Jaden Robb got the steal as she tried to pass it to a teammate. Was going towards that out of bounds, and Ennis stepped out of bounds while trying to keep it alive. Raiders catch a break. 2:45 to go. It's Biros looking to inbound. Biros will lob it, trying to get it to Caitlin Scheck, but it's going to be taken away by Hannah Gravich. And they're going to call her for a travel. So just as soon as the Mustangs looking for a fast break opportunity, they got to give it back. Faith Larson now has it. Larson will give it off to Caitlin Scheck. She'll put up the three. Oh, just off the front of the rim. And rebounded here by Parker Ennis. Ennis on their side now to Robb. Robb for three from the far side. No good. Rebound by Biros for the Mille Lacs Raiders. Biros taking it up the court herself. She'll drive in, and that is going to be a foul on the Mustangs, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Robb down again. She's okay, though. She was able to get back up. That's going to be Robb's fourth. Robb plays with such tenacity. She went down kind of hard there. Took a second to get up, but she is okay, and she'll drive back, or she walks back to the bench area. Earls on the free throw. No good on her first. 51-31. Mustangs lead. Checking in for the Mustangs. Abby Kellish checks in for the Mustangs, as does Ellie Whitbread. The second shot from Biros, no good. Whitbread does get the rebound for the Mustangs, but she travels. Got the rebound, but took one too many steps before dribbling. Parker Ennis gonna shake her a little bit, and they gotta dribble the ball, but that's okay. Raiders get it back. It's Caitlin Scheck with it. Scheck will pass it to Biros. Biros coming near side. right where Sheck was, driving into the corner now. Biros looking for a lane. She finds the lane, reverse layup, almost good. No good on the reverse layup though, and now a fast break opportunity for Abby Kellish. She gets fouled and she'll go to the line and shoot two. Abby Kellish got the fast break opportunity. She was tripped up going for the layup, and she's at the line to shoot two. Brooke Smith-Merrill will check in for Jaden Biros. And again, it is Abby Kellish at the line to shoot two. Her first one, no good. No good on the first. And no good on the second. Rebound here by Gabby Perkio of the Mille Lacs Raiders. Taking it up the court is Faith Larson. Larson stands at the M, tosses it left side here to Caitlin Sheck. Sheck nearly loses possession, and we'll see. Looks like it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs, so Raiders will hold on to it. 1:25 to go, 51-31. The Mustangs lead. Brooke Smith-Merrill will inbound. She inbounds here to Caitlin Sheck. Sheck will drive, stops on her drive, gives it off to Faith Larson. Larson on the far side corner, looking for any way to get out of there. Now she has to pass. She does inside the paint. And Celia Merrill, I think she was fouled. I think they're going to call a foul, and they will. She's going to go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. That is going to be the first foul on Ellie Whitbread. And Celia Merrill at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 1:12 to go. Merrill, no good on the first, but rebound there by Smith-Merrill. And her shot is blocked. That's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Mustangs. 1:07 left. 51-31. Shea Osmus will check back in, and she will check in for Hannah Gravich. Amber Fix also going to sub in, and she'll sub in for Parker Ennis. Faith Larson on the boundary to inbound. Gets it to Caitlin Sheck. Sheck will travel to the middle. Long two, no good. She'll get her own rebound. Trying to dribble out of a double team. Gets it off to Faith Larson. Larson, she'll dribble far side. Trying to work around the defender. Now dribbling back inside. She gets it to Celia Merrill, who has it stolen away by Sundette. And that one is going to be given to Amber Fix. Fix up the court now. She'll give it to Abby Kellish. And now for three is Ellie Whitbread. No good. Gabby Perkio there for the rebound for the Raiders. Perkio taking it up the court herself, trying to get around the defender. She'll pass it to Caitlin Sheck. Sheck for a long two. It's good. Caitlin Sheck for two. Makes it 33-51. Amber Fix has it. 20 seconds to go. And Fix gives it off here. And this one is going to be, we'll see. No, almost stolen away. And now looking for the shot, but it was blocked. And Shea Osmus, their shot was blocked, but they're going to get a foul here on the Raiders. Looks like that is the fifth for Brooke Smith-Merrill. 51-33. Shea Osmus at the line to shoot two. No good on the first from Shea Osmus. Score will stay 51-33, 10 seconds to go. And second one, no good. Rebound here by Caitlin Sheck of the Raiders. And she'll get it off to Mitchell. Mitchell, no good. Rebounded by Osmus, and that will be it. The Mustangs will win on home opening night. 51-33, the win here for the Mora Mustangs over the visiting Mille Lacs Raiders. We'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, I'll recap this game. let you know what's coming up on the schedule for both of these teams and also for KBEK. You have been listening to the KBEK Girls Basketball Game of the Week.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. With expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas, when you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
It's the holiday season. That means sipping hot chocolate and spending time with family and friends. But it also means winter is here, and your furnace is working hard. With your comfort and safety as our top priority, Aquarius Home Services is offering a $55 furnace tune-up and safety inspection. At Aquarius, it's about keeping you cozy warm and worry-free for the holidays, and treating your home and time with respect. Schedule your furnace inspection today at AquariusHomeservices.com. Aquarius, earning the right to be recommended.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Chad Greenway talking Franzen Bank Mortgages. Now is a great time to buy or build your first home, your dream home, or that cabin you've always wanted. Or maybe refinance and lower your monthly payment. The local mortgage experts at Franzen Bank will find an option that best fits your situation. Buying, building, or refinancing. Find a Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getthere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Are you ready for winter? Call D&E Heating and Air Conditioning in Hinckley. D&E Heating and Cooling is a local Amana dealer with quality workmanship and superior service. Now scheduling into 2022, D&E is ready to assist you, keeping all your heating and air quality appliances working like they should this winter. Their technicians are dependable, knowledgeable, and will provide a professional work ethic. That's their promise to you. Make them your go-to guys for all your heating and air quality systems. Look them up, deheatingcooling.com.
Back here inside Mora High School, the Mustangs get the victory over the visiting Mille Lacs Raiders, 51-33. They led at halftime, 26-19, and like I said at halftime, I think this second half was going to provide more fireworks here, and it did. The Mustangs go for 25 here in the second half, but it felt like a lot more. Mille Lacs, they were able to get 14 points here in the second half, and the Mustangs get the home opening win over the Mille Lacs Raiders, 51-33, after falling on opening night to the Pine City Dragons, 80-48. Looking at the stat sheet here, leading the way for the Mora Mustangs was Jaden Robb with 15. Close to her was Sophie Steffen, and nearly all those points came in the second half for Steffen. Steffen was definitely the player to keep an eye on in the second half. She exploded for those points there in the second half. She was a key there for a while as the Mora Mustangs went on that scoring run. She almost had nearly every single one of their points as they went on that scoring run. She was big there, a big factor in that second half. Katie Yoder had 6 points. With 5 was Hannah Gravich, 4 for Nicole Sundet, and Carla Quall, then 2 for Parker Ennis, and 1 for Shay Osmus. They did see some JV players get in the game. Ellie Whitbread got in, as did Abby Kellish. And they got to the line but unable to capitalize. But still, to get JV players in a game, that is awesome. That gets them that experience that you're hoping for. On the other side, for the Mille Lacs Raiders, Celia Merrill led the team with 11 points, 9 for Caitlin Scheck, and then 4 for Faith Larson, 3 for Ayana Mitchell, Brooklyn Erasm, and Jaden Barros. They had a couple of players foul out, including yes, it was Brooklyn Erasm and Brooke Smith Merrill. They fouled out as they had 5 fouls. The Mora Mustangs almost had 2 foul out between Jaden Robb and Parker Ennis, including Katie Yoder. They had 4 fouls on the night, but they luckily did not foul out. So a good win there for the Mora Mustangs as they erase that sour taste from their mouth from the opening night loss to Pine City. And their next game will be in Aiken on December 10th. And then after that, Monday, the 13th, at home against Bram. That will start a 3-game homestand against Bram. Then the 16th against St. Cloud Cathedral and the 17th against Rush City. For the Mille Lacs Raiders, this is the first of a 3 road game streak. This first one against Mora, then Friday, December 10th against Ogilvie, Tuesday, December 14th at Aiken, and then they get to be home on December 18th on Saturday against Spectrum. Looking at what is coming up for KBEK, our broadcast schedule looks like this. Tomorrow night we'll have Mora boys basketball right back here in Mora High School as the Mora Mustang boys team hosts Moose Lake Willow River, and then also tomorrow night the Pine City boys will host Proctor. Then on Saturday we will have the girls hockey team of the Pine City area girls. They will host Northern Lakes, and the Pine City boys will have their first game against Greenway. I want to thank all of you so much for tuning in here this evening, and want to thank all of our fine sponsors. Can't do it without them. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, the Mora Mustangs get the victory over the Mille Lacs Raiders 51-33. For KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.